Hey everybody, I have awesome messages for you right now that I decided I'm going to try using a couple of sets of my new Oracle decks that are from the Universal Messages Oracle cards, and then I have the Spirit Messages Oracle cards. So let's see, this is what I pre-shuffled, and if you don't believe I pre-shuffled, then don't believe me, but I did, I swear. I do not lie. Thank you. So the first card that came out from the Universal Messages, it says, release old doubts and fears, which is so fitting for this timing right now because everybody's talking about this, right? All over within the spiritual community. You are currently undergoing changes that are necessary for your highest good. That can maybe even be like ascension symptoms that you might be experiencing, whether it's like physical, spiritual, mental, emotional. They are changes that have been long awaited. Leave the past where it belongs, in the past, and trust that everything will fall into place for you in perfect timing. Just always trust that the universe has your back and everything will work out in your timing, perfect timing. Always trust that and believe that, and it will. Things are going to be turned in your favor. Things are going to be turned in your favor. People that were against you, all of a sudden will be for you. I keep getting this message for myself, so I thought this was really cool that it came out for the collective. Ideas, creativity, promotion, contracts are going to come into your hands. Some of you guys are going to be like noticed and recognized for something that you do, things that you're maybe like really good at, or maybe you don't even realize you're good at, and you might not even realize that somebody's actually watching you on your social media platform, but they've got their eye on you, baby, and they want you to sign a contract probably. Make sure you read the fine print though. Just a little word at the end there. I don't know why I felt led to say that, but yeah, your ideas and your creativity, you got somebody's got eyes on you, wants a contract, wants you, because they've been looking for someone just like you. You're going to be celebrating something very special soon. You'll be so full of joy and happiness. And it will almost seem out of this world how suddenly it all happens for you. Be ready for it. Expect it. It's already happening. It's happening. Consider it a done deal. Believe, and it shall happen. And the next message, these are from the Spirit Oracle cards. This is a message from Spirit. Where you are right now is where you are supposed to be. Now, this can be taken from many different perspectives. Just think on that for a moment. It doesn't mean like where you are literally physically. It can mean where you are spiritually, emotionally, mentally, anything like that. Okay, so where you are right now is where you're supposed to be. Don't compare yourself to others. I make videos on this. Don't go there because you're all meant to be unique, like a snowflake. They're all different, right? None one alike. I made a video on that not too long ago. So don't compare yourself to others. Take each day as it comes and for what it is. You are a better person than you were yesterday. Always remember that. Every day you wake up and you go through your day, tell yourself, I'm a better person than I was yesterday. I am growing and I'm evolving like by leaps and bounds every day. I am so much better than I was yesterday. And be proud of yourself. Talk nice to yourself. Talk yourself up. Okay? So growth isn't easy, but you've got this, it says. You got this. You so got this. You guys, come on. Stay with me. You got this, okay? We've got this. What areas, okay, these are kind of some things you might want to reflect on in your life. What areas of your life are you avoiding? Are you causing, is it causing you upset, worry, disrupted sleep? If so, there are areas, these are areas you need to focus on, unfortunately. Yeah, I know. I've been there. I've been doing this to myself, okay? So as much as you don't want to, it is necessary. You need to really focus on these areas. Not in a way that it brings you down, but just think kind of from an observing place. Like if you can kind of like disconnect from it and like see, we're all God, right? We're all God in these avatar bodies, and God is living in us, within us, through us, and as us, okay? So you remember that when you're observing yourself, something you're going through, the ego part of you, the character part of you that God is playing, just remember that's not the true you. The true you is God, okay? Just remember that when you're observing yourself and you're like looking at these areas where you're having maybe areas that you're kind of avoiding, don't avoid it, because the more you avoid something, the more you resist something, it persists, right? I don't know if you guys have ever heard of that saying, what you resist persists. It's true. It will persist. So, and I found this throughout shadow work, and I just dug deep. I went down that rabbit hole of shadow work for like quite a while. I don't know, it was like years, but I'm telling you what, I'm so glad I went through it, and it brought me out the other end. And I realized that the light at the end of the tunnel was myself all along, and you are the light at the end of your tunnel. FYI. So, okay, if you're going through these things, if you got any kind of worry or anything in your life that you're avoiding and it's causing you to be upset, worry, losing sleep, if so, these are areas you need to focus on as much as you don't want to. It's necessary. Tackle your fears head on, you guys. Don't allow them to rule you for a second longer, because I'm telling you what, you can do stuff afraid. You can face your fears, and you can do it afraid. I've been going by this motto. I think I started going by this back way in 2003. I've lived my life like this, and I heard someone once say, like, oh, you're afraid to do that, then just do it afraid. Like, do it afraid. That didn't ever even dawn on me. Yeah, some people don't think about this. Like, yeah, do it afraid, because how else are you going to get over the fear? It will never go away until you do it. Do it afraid. As long as it's not causing you any physical harm or anybody else physical harm. I don't mean it like that, but just, you know what I mean? Like something that you're dealing with internally or something or whatever, emotionally, mentally, whatever. Just face that and just kind of observe it. Look at it from like, I know Eckhart Tolle talks about this, when he's talking about about like observing yourself almost from the outside, like spirit, like God, and kind of like detach for a moment and just kind of look at yourself and observe the physical body, yourself, the character that you're playing, even though you're God, but you're this character in this matrix and this simulation that we're in, and you need to like kind of observe, okay, what is it that you're afraid of and have fear of, because God has no fear. And you are God. And if you don't like, if you don't like the word God, I apologize. Like, you can call it spirit, divine, beloved, whatever your higher power is. But that higher power, you are that higher power. And you need to observe the things that you need, like fears that you need to conquer and get over and get past, because they're holding you back from your purpose. They're holding you back from moving on with your life in the ways and in areas that you want to move forward in. So you have to face them. It's not easy. No, I've done it a million times, over and over and over again, until I conquered those fears, and I did it afraid, and then I had no more fear. It really works. Do it afraid if you have to. The next message, I know that was kind of a little, I don't really sugarcoat everything, but I try to say as nice as I can. But anyways, that was part of the message from Spirit that I pulled. And then these next two cards, this next one says, when there are questions you need assistance with, go inward. Always go inward, you guys. Always, I encourage that, definitely. Sit with yourself, meditate on the question, ask yourself, or ask for help also. Ask your spirit team, ask your angels, ask your higher power, your spirit guides. Ask them for help. You have helper guides too, you guys, that are there to help you. And then trust your intuition, as most often the answer and guidance will be delivered to you intuitively. And it just is saying at the end that we are with you always. And that's like your whole spirit team. They're always with you. You're always backed up by your spirit team, you guys. But honestly, yes, always go inward for your answers, because God is inward. You don't want to look at this outward world. That is a foreshadow of things that are really coming from inside and being projected through your eyes, like on a screen. And then the last card says, make today your new beginning. Try to leave any past mistakes in the past. Don't allow them to weigh you down any longer. Move forward today with the confidence and knowing that you have better and brighter days ahead. You guys have the best days waiting ahead of you. I'm so excited. Love you guys. Peace.